Hello, BookTube, and here's another installment of your daily SF magazine, and it's the June 1950 issue of Thrilling Wonder Stories, the British edition. As you can see, there's a 9 pence sticker on the cover, and I'm assuming this is contemporary with like 1950, but it's still white. It doesn't seem to have damaged the cover at all. I'm not going to attempt to take it off because it doesn't appear to be causing any damage. And it's still bright white. So I'm going to leave it. And it's an abbreviated edition as well. And there's three novelettes in here. The Lure of Polaris by Wallace West. Tagline is, when the world is heading for Hades in a straitjacket, it takes the strange alien pog creatures to set the earth in order. And that's by Wallace West. Wallace West, the author, not the comic book superhero. He's a forgotten writer now. He started writing in the late 1920s. I'm not even sure if I've read anything by him. The next one is a novelette by Lee Brackett, The Lake of the Gone Forever. Tagline says, Rand Conway finds death and life on the chill planet of Iskar. Lee Brackett started writing in the early 40s, and she was quite prolific. But she also wrote screenplays in Hollywood because she was from California, and she wrote The Long Goodbye, The Big Sleep, Rio Bravo, and many others. And also, before her death in the late 70s, did the first draft of The Empire Strikes Back for George Lucas Star Wars. And she met Edmund Hamilton. They married. They were friends with Ray Bradbury, who was from California there as well, and he was, I believe, the best man at their wedding. And she wrote a lot of novels, and some of them had the flavor of Edgar Rice Burroughs, especially like dealing with Mars. And then we got Cold War by Henry Kuttner. The tagline says, when the pews became troublesome, Grandpa Hogben proves resourceful. Henry Kuttner was extremely prolific. He died fairly young in the late 1950s, but he wrote a heck of a lot of stuff in many series. He was friends with Al Sprague de Camp, and they co-wrote many novels. We've already seen a couple, I think, in the in previous days of the SF magazine. Al Sprague de Camp says their writing was almost seamless. It worked really well. And Kuttner was also friends with H.P. Lovecraft, and he also wrote stories in the Cthulhu mythos, as well as he was friends with Clark Ashton Smith. But he had pseudonyms longer than my arm. There's just a dozen or maybe even 20 pseudonyms he had. He married C.L. Moore, which was another science fiction writer as well. So yeah, and this is a nice issue. I like the cover. It is in really good shape. The back again has correspondence courses, and then in the inside back cover is Take Up Pelmanism, which is a weird thing that was around. It was the Pelman Institute in London, and it was to sort of open up your mind and get your memory back and everything like that. There was things to do for that. There's some other interesting ads in here. There's a illustration that is quite good, a full page illustration. There's one for a woman that you can send for good luck, and it's really weird. It's like it takes up half the page. If I can find it, yeah, here we go. Is Joan the Wad, and history, or it's a free for a stamp, and it's like, do you believe in good luck? And people are saying that, yeah, when I got this, I started winning lotteries and all sorts. And also, if you have psoriasis, you can write to the National College of Health for a new technique to help psoriasis. And Also, too, on the inside front covered is the Atlas way to work out. So yeah, so there you go. There's another daily SF magazine. Take care, BookTube.